Okay, so we're going to look at how you may potentially run Google Meets once we have kids that are virtually, and we also have kids that are online at home remotely doing the work. One of the ways that we found to be very efficient, and I'm going to have a teacher here kind of explain the process, show us how it works, is to have a Google Meet open on 2 different devices, on your Chromebook and on your desktop, and how this is going to kind of translate into the classroom whenever we have kids in here. Our first step is going to be to open up a Google Meet on the Chromebook. This is going to be your teacher device. So this is going to be where you are able to open it first and then have all of those moderator controls. The next step is going to be to open up that same Google Meet on your desktop. From here, you're going to be joining as a student. So you are going to be able to see all of your students on this device. This desktop is really just intended to be able to see all of your students on your desktop.
So from here, you will be able to see who you have on your Google Meet. You can go in and look at your participants so that you can see who has joined your Google Meet. From your desktop, you also have the same controls, so you can still see who is on your Google Meet, but it is at this point then that I use the desktop to present from and use just the Chromebook for seeing, like doing your picture, doing your sound. So you won't want to have the sound on both. I have to turn my speakers off on my PC, otherwise you'll get a lot of feedback. So I'm going to put this into presentation mode. You have a couple of options. You could do your entire screen. You can just do a Chrome tab. That's up to you. I usually do my entire screen because I'm flipping back and forth, toggling between different sessions. So I'm going to go into Schoology, and as you can see on the Chromebook, you're going to be able to see what I'm actually presenting. So the kids are going to see this. And so I tell the students, please go into your course. I'm just going to pick one that we did today and tell them that they need to go to their lesson and bring that up. And as you can see, it's very clear from even just looking at it here in your editing mode, but even if you put it in your slides into presentation mode, you can see these really, really well. So, and then while this is going on, notice on this screen, I'm not seeing my Google Meet, but from my Chromebook, I can see the Google Meet. I can click over to the chat and see what's going on here, be able to monitor it, turn it off if I need to, go back and look at what students are commenting or who have unmuted their mics. I can go in and mute their mic from here and have controls over what the participants are doing. And then if I need to, I can go over to another, I can like say, oh, hey, let's go back over and bring up, maybe I need to bring up, we go to the bookmarks, or I go back over to Schoology and I open up another tab for whatever reason. So it gives me the opportunity to be able to interact with the kids and present my lesson, but also it allows me to have control and see who is in the meet and what they're doing. I'm going to be using my smart board. I do not have a ViewSonic board, so what I'm going to do is use my smart board as basically just like a computer screen. So after I'm done presenting my lesson, then I stop presenting, and now the students are going to see what I am looking at. So my idea is I'll be taking this over to my small reading group table, and I'm actually going to have another Google Meet going on while I have the whole class Google Meet going on, and I will just be toggling back and forth between the two just to watch the whole class, answer any questions, and then also have my participants who are in my small guided reading group.
So this is one way that we have found that's been really effective for Google Meets. I know that some other teachers are also using the desktop. Instead of presenting from the desktop, they're presenting from their Chromebook. So just kind of switching those roles. But it's going to be whatever's going to work best for you. Especially this first week, it's going to be a lot of playing around and seeing what's going to work for you and your students. But here are just some suggestions that we found that have been really effective.